might be smart enough at this point that they don't.
Okay. What would you say is something that members or visitors expect that they're not getting? The mobile-friendly site, I did write that down here. Are there other things you think they expect, but we're not meeting their expectations?
Well, I know.
Single sign-on, I guess, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ticketing. I mean, they all start to kind of roll together, but.
Yeah.
Another one would be Split Rock Lighthouse. I think they are probably our busiest site. The lines are out the door daily up there. And I think somebody has to come up with a way to move people through those lines faster up there, because when I was up there, you look out in the crowd and there are so many angry faces and people just turning and walking away and maybe coming back a different time. But I mean, there's something up there, I think, in my opinion, that contributes to it is the wristbands that they have to put on. Those wristbands take forever to get on every single person and every single kid. So I don't think it's tessitura that slows the lines, I think it's the wristbands. Because like at the fort, there was none of that happened, and everybody was happy, and there was 2,400 people going through, and if we can keep the lines going fast, that's...
Especially with the kids.
Yeah.
The kids.
Yeah.
There's something, I mean, I don't know that I'm seeking this out, but I mean, I go to a lot of museums and it seems like even the Science Museum, it's like you go and you buy a ticket, and then 2 hours later there's an email saying, I hope you liked your experience today, rate us, or here's the next big thing that's coming up. So it's kind of a follow-up. And then even, I'm at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and to log on, they have free Wi-Fi, but to get onto their Wi-Fi, you put in your email address, and then you can sign up for an e-newsletter. And then now, I'm like, I love the Met. I still am on the e-newsletter, and it's not a big intrusion to me, but it's I value that. I think there's a lot of little connections and little reminders and things that we could be doing that we haven't taken advantage of. Things like that. That it's not that I expect it, but I almost do. I mean, it's like everybody else is doing it. I'm not offended by it. This is how things work. And actually, I kind of appreciate those things sometimes, if it's not overdone. But I think there's a lot of little things that we've been really, scared to implement or not together enough. I don't know, but I think that would be...
I love hearing you say that, because I think about, wouldn't have come up with that on my own. I do think that a lot of our targeted, or the email that goes out is very impersonal. So it's often, it's well constructed, it looks like an ad. But when I think about typically, it's always 5 things or 6 things or whatever it is. What I tend to get many more targeted single message things from the other electronic vendors in my life, where they're not trying to sell me all 6 things every 2 weeks. They're trying to sell me one thing right now.
Right.
And I think we don't, and I think we have a hard time because we have 26 children and we love them all. And so you don't want to do one more than the other.
Or something based on your past preferences that you think that you'll be more likely to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that piece, something that's a little more simple, a little more personal, and that does actually show that that I was just at the Kelly farm.
Right.
As opposed to
Right.
sending me the same thing everybody else gets.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay.